Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to be talking all about grow poles, in particular the AROID grow poles, the plastic ones that you've seen all over the market. There's so many different varieties, shapes, sizes to choose from. I'm going to show you the ones that I have with me and go through a little bit about how to use them, how to put them together, what substrates you can use, and why I love them so much. So I first wanted to show you, this is my Monstera Esqueleto, and this is growing on some AROID poles, and if you can see at the back, you can see all those beautiful luscious roots that are able to absorb nutrients and water, which helps the plant grow large beautiful leaves, which is why I really love grow poles. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about what a AROID grow pole is. So these grow poles came about because obviously there is the DIY moss poles where you use just a wire or plastic netting and you fill it with moss and you wrap it around and you've got yourself a grow pole. These are basically the same sort of thing, but they are made from plastic and you can put whatever substrate you want in them. They are stackable. You can get different colors. Obviously you can get black, you can get clear. These are my two favorite colors to use. I like to use the clear because sometimes I really like watching the roots develop, and then you can really see once your plant has rooted into the pole. But again, I also think the black looks really nice when you see the green foliage against the black. Now I have a few different brands here, but essentially they're all the same thing. They're a plastic pole that you fold together and they all have some sort of hole or opening at the front that the plant's aerial roots can grow into. Now the idea of grow poles is that your plant can obviously root into the pole. This not only makes for a stronger, healthier plant, but it also allows the plant to absorb more nutrients and water from inside the substrate of the grow pole, and it's basically just a vertical extension of the pot, so therefore you can keep your plants in smaller pots if they are on a grow pole because they are able to utilize all these roots in the pole to help themselves grow and sustain their growth. The other reason why I really like using the grow poles is that the plant is essentially propagating itself, so each node roots into the pole, and then if you ever want to propagate or chop your plant, you can simply chop it at each node and it is already rooted, so you can just pot it up ready to go. So yeah, there's a lot of benefits to the grow poles. I really love using them, but today I want to show you the different types that I have. Now this is definitely not limited to the types of poles you can get, but this is just the ones that I have tried, and the ones, there's two styles that I actually sell on my website and one style that I am trialing. But so far I definitely have a favorite, but they all essentially do the same job. So let's go through them. Let's start off with these poles. So these ones here are the Grow Vertical prop sticks. These are the ones I am currently trialing. Now if I'm honest, when I first saw these I didn't really like the look of them, but now that I actually have them and I've tried them, I actually really like the simplistic design of the front. Also, these ones are designed so when you want to take your plant's roots out, these bits are quite flexible, therefore giving you a bigger hole to essentially pull all your plant's roots out of, creating less damage and making it easier to propagate your plant. So yeah, these are available in black and clear. There are two sizes. I have tried the big size, which I have on a plant inside, and I'm really liking it so far. The only potential downfall to these, if you are using a fine substrate like fern fiber, so fern fiber is definitely my preferred pole substrate, but you can use sphagnum moss, you can use soil mix, anything like that. You can use coconut chips. But yeah, these ones, because the holes are so big, the fern fiber does tend to fall out a little bit. But if you were using moss, I think these would be really good, but I personally don't like using moss. The Grow Verticals do have more slots, so again you can adjust the depth of your pole. So yeah, these are the Grow Vertical prop sticks. The next ones I want to show you are these here. Now these are the OG, these were the first grow poles that I tried. the first grow poles that I got in for my shop, and I still absolutely love these. These are the Grow Thickly grow poles, and they are available in 3 sizes. So you've got the large, the medium, and the small. They have a rectangle grid pattern on the front, which again I really like. It is really good for using finer substrates like fern fibre. It definitely doesn't fall out as much. This big plant here is on the large Grow Thickly grow pole. Got a really simple, oh, it's so hard to show you because these are clear, but they've got a really simple arrow, tongue and slot groove to clip them together. Easy to extend. These ones actually also have soil tabs at the bottom here which help hold it into the pot and hold it stable. So yeah, I really love these poles. These are definitely one of my favourite ones to use, and I really like how clear these ones are. They're not depth adjustable, so they're one set depth, so once they're made up, that is how deep they are. And the last ones I want to show you are the plant thingy grow poles. Now these are from a New Zealand company, and I love these because they are available in 4 different sizes. So you've got the minis, you've got the small, you've got the medium, and then you've got the really large ones. These are probably my new favourite poles. I love the fact at the back that you can change the depth of the back of the pole so you can fit more substrate in depending on your plant. I also like that they have large holes at the front. These work really good for fern fibre. These have like 4 different settings so you can adjust the depth of your pole, which I really like. And I also like the large size. These ones also have little feet on the bottom, so when you put them in your pot they sit up off the bottom, which is great because it allows for roots to grow freely without getting all tangled up into the hole. And there's no point in having your pole this deep into your pot because your plant is growing up it, so you want it sort of as high up as you can. But yeah, I really enjoy this one. This is again probably my favourite one. The plant thingy poles are actually the thickest plastic of all 3 designs that I have and that I've tried, which I really enjoy. Again, they're nice and stable, and again they come in either black or clear. They actually do also come in white and frosted, but I personally don't really like those options, so I just stick to the clear and the black. So that is the different styles of grow poles that I have. All have their pros and cons, but essentially they all do the same sort of job. So let's get into constructing a pole. I will show you how you make one up. Okay, so this is how most grow poles come. They come flat packed like this, and you fold them and make them up once you receive them. So pretty much all grow poles have a grid pattern at the front of some sort that your plants root into and grow into. They also have fold lines down each side that you fold up to make the pole, and then they have some sort of arrow and slot system on the side to connect the pole together. So you basically just fold along the fold lines on both sides of the grid pattern. And then you get something like that. So I've folded down both of the slots on the side and you get a made up pattern like this. Then but you basically want to put the tabs over the top of the slots. So you go like that and clip it in like so, and then you basically just go down the whole pole and clip all the arrows in. Now each pole clips together slightly differently, and I have sort of learnt like what's the best technique to clip each pole together. So with these Grow Thickly poles, it is best to clip the first one in first fully, and then go down and clip them all in individually. The plant thingy ones, I find it's best to put all the arrow tabs in their slots and then clip it all together. And with the Grow Vertical ones, it's better to pop the back slot in first and then the front slot, but it's kind of hard to explain. But yeah, that is the pole all made up. It is so quick and simple. That's another reason why I love these grow poles, is that making them up and extending your plant's poles is super quick and super simple. There's no cable ties, there's no sharp wire to stab you. You literally just clip it together and it is good to go. These poles are also reusable, so basically if you want to take a plant off, you just unclip them and remove your plant and you can reuse this again. Once they're at the end of their life, they are also recyclable. So yeah, that is a made up grow pole ready to use. So I definitely prefer making up the poles first and then filling it with substrate. You can put the substrate in first and then clip them together, but it does get really messy. So I also like to get my pot, put the pole in, put my plant in and clip it onto the pole and then pot it up and then fill it with substrate. I find that the easiest way to go about things. That way you get your plant in the right position that you want it to go in. Okay, so I think that pretty much sums up everything I wanted to say about grow poles and why they are so good. Okay, so I'm inside and I want to show you some of my plants that are on poles. Obviously my big monstera is on a pole. This is on the large grow vertical pole. I recently just potted it up on the big version. So yeah, I'm really excited to watch this one grow. This is my beautiful variegated heartleaf and it is on a grow thickly grow pole. And you can see the roots in the back filled with fern fibre. I just extended the pole yesterday actually, and she is looking beautiful. This is my Cebu Blue Pothos, which again I have on the thickly poles, and it is looking amazing. I love its mature leaves. It looks super cool. It's growing nice and compact and I really love the look of this plant. This is a recent one to my collection. This is actually a New Zealand made hybrid and it is on a plant thingy grow pole. So yeah, I've only just put this one on a pole, so it hasn't fully rooted in, but it has rooted in a little bit, which is exciting. Can't wait to watch this one grow and see how it matures. And this is my Philodendron elegans, which I have on a large thickly grow pole. Now this one is actually filled with cocoa chip, which was the first time that I had used cocoa chip in a pole, and it's working really well. As you can see, it's still in a small size pot. This is a 12.5 centimeter pot. Does need a repot though, because the roots are looking mighty good. But yeah, I do have a lot more plants on poles, but I'm not going to go and show you them all. But yeah, I hope you give growing on grow poles a go, because look at that leaf size. Isn't she beautiful? I love it. I hope you found this video informative. Let me know in the comment box below if you like using these kind of grow poles and what is your favorite one to use. As I said, I think they are all great. I think they all serve the purpose. There are obviously favorites, like I really like the plant thingy ones, but that's just a personal preference. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more planty content, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Yeah?
And a mop, Mommy.
Cool.